Right, so today I'm going to be installing the Rough Country tri-fold hard tonneau cover on the Chevy Silverado 1500. Everybody's favorite time, unboxing. Let's get to work. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Let's see what's in the box. So it looks like we got an accessory box. Got all the hardware in it. We'll get to that later. Put that down there. Looks like we got two panels. I see what's left. All right, see what else in the box. We got the weather stripping, and we got the two side rails. So we got a right and a left. And then we got the two drain hoses. And just an advertisement. So we're going to put the side rails in first. I got all hardware laid out. And then we're going to put the main tonneau cover on. And then I'm going to show you a couple little tips that I think would be a better install than what they did on the YouTube channel. But we'll get to that in a second. So, I'm going to grab everything, grab the tools. Let's get started. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to put my 3 brackets in first. So I'm going to slide in my 3 brackets. I'm going to put this one back there. I got one in the middle. And I'm not sure if that should go forward or go back, to be honest with you, because I got no instructions. Right, this one I'm going to slide forward and put that one like right there. So I'll put this up there, see if it'll stay. Alright, so we're going to put this up there. And make sure when you put the rails on that it's flush with the end of the bed right here. So once I put this on, I'm going to make sure the tailgate closes. But you basically just slide these clips in. This one probably going to have to go over here. This one's going to have to go. That one's going to have to go forward because I got no rail. So basically you just put this clip on and then you put it on the back side. You snug this up. And then you get one of these. Once it's all done, straighten out the rail. Let's put the other two on. Here's a drain hose which connects to this, but I really have no drain port right in the area right here. I could pop this one out, but I don't know if that's too close. Or it could go back to this one. Probably gonna pop this one out. There's a little hole right there. There's a hole here, but that kind of works perfect, but I'm going to be sliding a ladder up here, so this is going to get smashed. So I'll have to figure that out later. But anyway, I got get my other two in. So I basically got this one a little farther up than that one, the same thing, because you have the channel right there. And I don't know, I might have to move this one. This tie down is in the way. This one I gotta move because the tie down's in the way. Alright, so I got the right side rail on. I'm just going to repeat it for the left side. Alright, so I got the right side all done, clamped down. Now I'm putting the left side on. So what you do is basically just slide these. This has a bracket with that on it. You basically just slide it in the track. Move it to where you want it. Like, I'm going to put it over here to match that one away from this. And basically you could just do everything with the Allen key. You really don't need a power driver. Just going to snug it up a little bit. So I'm going to snug up all three of these. And I just want to make sure I got them matched to the other side in the right spot. This one's still a little loose. So it basically just slides in the back lip here. Basically what it does. Alright, so I'm going to snug up all three of these. This should take you about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes. Putting the side rails on. But with filming, it took me about 45 minutes, an hour. Alright, so I got these all snugged up. Then I'm going to put the little adjuster knobs in. So I'm just going to do it hand tight. I'm not going to go crazy. Alright, so right now I just installed this piece of foam in the front to keep the water from coming underneath the cover, but I guess it doesn't have to do that much, but I would have liked it to be a little wider. But once I put the front panel on, we'll have to see how this integrates. So I got the side rails on, front foam. I just got to figure out the drain hoses. I might be able to pop it right into that hole. What do you think? Without it kinking. Well, let's try it. Alright, so as far as the drain hole goes for any water that's going to get in the track, I popped out this little grommet in this bed and I just put it in the hole. I had to cut it a little bit because it was way too long. But this is pretty flimsy it should have been a little bigger, because anytime you put a little bend in it, it's gonna kink. So it should have been a little better, but that's just my thoughts. All right, so I got the two side rails in. This one looks like it's twisted downwards a little bit. It's my imagination. But anyway, there's a little bit of a gap right here. I don't know where that's going to come into play as far as leakage goes, but that's where I'm leaving it. A little bit of a gap, and I slid this one as far up as possible. Little gasket right there. And then I got the gasket going across the front. Same thing on this side. Got a little bit of a gap here. So let's put the cover on, see what happens. How's that look? Sweet so far? So anyway, I'm at the point now where I just put the cover on top. I didn't bolt it down yet. And I'm just lining everything up in the front to make sure when I put the carriage bolts in, it pretty much lines up. I'm going to get my tape measure just to be a stickler and measure that. But it fits good over here so far. Like I said, I haven't bolted it down yet. And this insulation, I don't know if it's supposed to fold like that when the tail goes down, or it's supposed to be folded like that. So it looks good. And here's my Woobin X4 flashlight. This flashlight is so awesome. If you haven't watched the review on this, check out the review I did on this. It's a great multi-purpose light. It's got a side light. It's an excellent light. You got to see how this thing lights up the. I can see when I shine this. I can see the trees across the street. That's how bright this thing is. Woobin X4. Check out that video. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. So I didn't put the screws in yet, but I'm just measuring. I'm a little OCD when it comes to installing stuff. So I'm just measuring the distance from the front window just to make sure it's exact. And it looks like it's going pretty good down here. And then that's about 2 inches too. So we're good to go with the carriage bolts. Here's the little piece of rubber that's going to seal the front. And there might get a little bit of water leakage. Maybe right there. We'll have to see. But there's the piece of foam that goes across the bulkhead right here. So that may seal that. So I live in Florida, and in the summertime we could get 3-4 inches of rain in a half hour. So I'm going to do my... probably going to do like a 6-month review or something, or a 9-month review, and we'll see how this holds up in a couple months. So let's put the carriage bolts in. All right, so I got the big nut on. I just got the wing nut right there, so that's finger tight. Same thing on this side. I'm going to put the wing nut on. I'm going to close it. It's got a latch there. Flashlight's enough. Alright, so I pretty much have it installed. I just got to tighten up the wing nuts up front there. But basically the hardest part, I mean, once you put the tracks on and line up all the tracks, and then you put the carriage bolts, there's a slot in the front, so it lines it up for you side to side. But the biggest problem is shifting it. I guess once you use it a couple times, it's gonna move a little bit. But here's the locking mechanism right there, and it locks there, and then it locks in those 3 places too. So the whole cover locks in pretty securely with the side rails. And then on my particular bed, when I push since this little weather stripping here is kind of curled up, if you could see it, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to go like that, or it's supposed to go like that. I don't know. I don't have the instructions. So I'm assuming it's supposed to go like that. And then when I close the tailgate, oh, it was popping up before, but now it's staying pretty good. So it's a pretty good fit. So we shall see. It fits in the front pretty good. You just got to make sure you flop over this little piece of rubber. And then it looks like it's sealed up pretty good. I'm just going to go underneath. All right, so I pretty much got everything installed. I got the big nut tightened, then I got these little wing nuts. Then I'm assuming that's what, I don't know where this nut goes. I'm assuming that's where it goes. I don't have the instructions. So I got my drain hoses ran going into here. And then the only thing I don't like is there's no padding when I rest this against the truck. See it? There's no padding, which is, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't drive like that, but I don't know. And then this will clip there. Tighten that up. She wanted to ride like that, which is probably a better option. So overall, it's pretty good cover so far. I'm gonna do like a 9-month review. I live in Central Florida, so the conditions are pretty extreme. So let's see how easy it is to close this. Let's see if this one didn't latch. There we go. See if those two latched. Like I said, the hardest part of installing this, in my opinion, is just get everything lined up. Alright, so I got all 3 of my locks all locked in. So I'm all locked in. That one down there isn't really locked in. Could probably move that rail over a little bit. I could probably adjust that rail over a little bit so that one locks in, but I don't think it's going anywhere. So, pretty good. I would have liked to see the locks made out of metal, but what can you do? So overall, so far, pretty good cover. I like the way the got a little folding rubber right here. Got a little bit of a gap right there, but I guess that's to be expected. So 3-panel, rough country, hard tonneau cover. Got a nice seal in the front. Nice matte finish. So I'm pretty happy with it. Got a nice seal in the back, it looks like. And this is going to be the final test if it's going to leak. Let's see. Come with me. If we can say daylight, it's going to leak. I can see a little bit of daylight right there. So if you see daylight, it's going to leak. And I see a little bit of daylight right there. But it's to be expected. It's not 100% waterproof. So as far as the fit and finish goes, it seals up pretty good in the front. It's got this little rubber flap in the front. There is some daylight getting in like right there when I go into bed and look up. You can see a little bit of daylight. So there may be a little bit of rain getting in there. I don't know, we'll have to see. Wait for the ghost. So each one of these sections unlocks. You can unlock it right from the one side. This side I gotta push down a little more. All right, so that's a wrap for the Rough Country Trifold Hard Tonneau Cover install and review video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You know the drill. I'm trying to get over 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a like if you like the video. And if you have any comments, please leave the comments in the comment section. If you have one of these, hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But I pretty much gave you my honest review of this, and I don't mince words. I just tell it like it is. I just ripped the Band-Aid right off. So far so good. I kind of like this tonneau cover. I will see you on the next one. God bless.